Hello and welcome back to Gotham Sound's coverage of NAB 2025. Thanks for being here. As always, you can leave your questions for Shure and Ben Escobedo in the comments, and we will get to them live. That is, of course, if you are watching our live stream. Anyway, Ben, thanks for being here with us.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so what's going on with Shure these days, and what's going on with you?
We've been very busy. We're here at NAB 2025, and we got some new things to show, and we're always working on new and exciting things. I'm going to take you through like a little booth tour of some of the happenings and things to talk about worthwhile here at Shure.
Great. All right, awesome. Well, let's kick it off. What do we got?
Well, first off, we're going to talk a little about the SLX-D ecosystem. So SLX-D has been out for a little while now. As you know, it's like digital wireless that's affordable and reliable and all of that. You get a lot for your money. And we're seeing some quite, I would say, unique uses of it. We have the SLX-D5 camera receiver. This has kind of been the staple for all location sound users and camera mounted or bag mounted, all of that. True diversity digital wireless, rechargeable battery and AA options. But it also has a headphone jack on it, which we'll talk about more in a minute here. And then to pair that with other location sound type of usage for boom pole, we have the SLX-D3 plug-on transmitter. So you get that same digital wireless on your favorite shotgun or plant mic, all of that. Really high quality at an affordable price, and we're seeing it on a lot of major productions actually, which we'll be talking about. And with that being said, I got Ryan Pedersen here that I would like to talk a little bit about his usage of SLX-D in his professional life, including the SLX-D5 in a unique kind of use case, right?
All right, perfect. So let's bring Ryan over and let's make sure we're open to camera.
Yeah, I'll pop in here real quick.
Please.
Great.
Yeah, so immediately when portables came out in the last year, we thought, hey, how can we use these on set beyond just like a plug-on for a handheld or a boom pole? This is a fantastic system for a camera hop. So I've used it as a camera hop. You can use it 1 milliwatt, 10 millowatts, 30 millowatts with the plug on. Our favorite use case frequency-wise is in the guard band, 614 to 616. Super, super clean. You're limited to 10 millowatts, but honestly, 10 millowatts will blow you away.
It's digital, baby.
Digital, it's pretty crazy. So camera hops is awesome right out of a bag from here. You can also use it as your speaker hops, which has been really awesome. You don't have to worry about any of that like analog interference, so you don't hear like the clicks and pops and stuff like that you might get with analog, which obviously you don't want to hear on a set through a loudspeaker. Voice of God handheld, so if you want to plug it onto a push to talk, that's an awesome use case for it. Pop that right onto a speaker, and then you got your voice of God. See what other the other really cool use that we've been playing with is IFBs for crew. One of the cool features is that the up and down button on here can be assigned to your headphone volume. And then obviously with the headphone jack, you have an actual headphone output. There has been a bunch of major mixers in the LA market that have moved over to these, both for their speaker hops as well as for the crew IFB, and they have been blown away. The crew love it. It is clean. They don't have interference. Great range. And then there was another use case recently that somebody sent me some pictures of. They were doing some biscuit car work. So they just popped the receiver up on the biscuit car 400 feet back to the follow van, while driving, moving, and zero issues. They loved it. And they were able to monitor.
And so let's rewind just a little bit about SLX-D because what we talked about was all the features, but the really incredible thing is that you get the features with a pretty impressive price tag.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like the retail SLX-D5 with the plug on, it's $729 retail. Killer price point.
Yep.
You don't need a phone app to make it work. You can do multi-channel scanning right in the device, and you can share that via IR sync to your other receivers and to your transmitters. So like multi-channel systems are really, really easy to coordinate. And it's 3 bands. G50 is the lower band, 470 to 512-ish, I think. And then H55 is in the middle, and then J52 is the upper band that also includes the guard band.
Yeah.
So,
which
is how we've been using it.
And these are all, this can be externally powered via USB as well, right?
Yeah,
so if you have USB
exactly.
powered distro in your bag.
In fact, I've been using them on, I have the JBL Control Eon speakers. They've got a USB output.
Oh,
it's
cool.
got USB out, USB-C in, powers it all day long. I don't have to worry about batteries at all for it. Yeah, rechargeable batteries, AA's. They also have a waterproof, or a water-resistant kind of splash cover if you want to protect it a little bit more. Yeah, and it also has an actual line out that you can set.
Oh, it's like a true line out.
True line out, yeah, a balanced line output, which is really awesome. Comes with all the accessories when you get it, 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch to XLR. And they do have a DC battery eliminator as well if you want to go that direction.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. Yeah. And I mean, the other thing that I was impressed, because we did, a shootout with, some of the similarly priced wireless. Sure. And one of the things that stood out to me when we were looking at it is that the interface on this is almost identical to the Axient Digital that I have in my bag.
Yeah. Simple to
very,
use.
very simple.
Yeah. If you used another product of ours, it's almost the same workflow. You have to like relearn a new workflow.
Yeah.
But I mean, my overall is just the stability of the RF on it it's just rock solid.
Yeah. Yep. How different is the RF compared to the higher end Axient?
Well, it's a different modulation scheme as all. So it's kind of like apples and oranges. I mean, still high quality audio. With Axient, you're going to be getting like, metal body pack construction and the micro body pack and higher output powers, that sort of stuff. So a little bit different, but obviously good enough for just about any use. I wouldn't say it's like you're giving up on a lot of audio quality or range or any of that. It really ticks a lot of the boxes.
Yeah. And one thing you were saying before is you're showing off a bag here, and it's actually really interesting because you've got a 633, right? So the older sound devices generation. And you're using them as your talent wireless.
Yeah.
So it's more than possible to do that. And I guess if you are a person starting out and you're looking at used gear, it may be that the SLX-D is a better fit for you.
That's a great point. Yeah. The USB-C powering, as you mentioned, is it's a game changer. It slots right in there.
Yep. And then it can go on and do all the things that Ryan talked about in terms of.
And I guess one note too is it's the same kind of gain structure that you would be used to with an Axient transmitter, where there's no gain on the transmitter.
Yep.
So if you're used to that, it's an easy move over.
Oh, you know what I did find, because I use Axient Digital. I do a lot of reunion shows.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this. I've been doing the same reunion shows with the same gear for like forever, and the pad built into the transmitters is great.
Yes.
Because you can do the offset. So if you're using like some high sensitivity mics, some low sensitivity mics,
that's right.
You can, set your pad to make it so that you can set your gain structure exactly the same down the line.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's really why it's the mic offset. If you're trying to match, like, say you have two different transmitters or two different sources and you're switching between them, that makes it easy when you go. You're not surprised by a decrease or increase in volume between others. And then absolutely, some Axient Digital do have a pad built in if you're doing like a line instrument, right? Or something with a hot signal and it's just about going to overdrive it. Then you can kick that in even before the conversion.
Yeah. We got a couple of comments. So let's see. Almanox asked about internal recording, if that's something that's on the horizon. We know there's patent issues.
Hey, we're always looking at new and exciting things. Unfortunately, we don't have internal recording on these devices here, but it's a great idea, and we like it. Yeah.
Great. All right. And then Good Sound for You says, love the SLX-D 35 setup. It's such a great bang for the buck. Besides no show link and a little more.
Correct. Yeah, that's one of the differences between Axient and this no show link, but sound quality, reliability, range, battery life, usability, you nailed it.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Paul Katzman says, hi, Ben and Ryan.
Hey, Paul.
And Gotham friends. Hey, Paul. And Almanox says, does the SLX-D work with wireless workbench in any way?
That's a great question. Yes, SLX-D, because it has an Ethernet jack on the rack mount receiver, is workbench compatible.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can jack it in. You can program the receivers and do all your coordination.
Yes.
And then you have to IR sync out to the transmitters.
Correct. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, I know you've got a lot to show us.
We
Is
do.
There anything else
we have
you'd
like
to
3
show
more
us?
quick little stops around the booth. If you want to come with me, we'll walk around the corner here and going to show you a little bit of our array technology.
All right. We're following Ben to the array, to a basketball hoop. All right. So let's see. So, Peter, this may require some interesting panning and tilting.
I apologize.
All right.
All right.
I think we're still live. So back with Ben
and
the array.
That's
So
right.
let's see, we in? Good to go? All right, great. So
Absolutely.
let's talk about the array.
The reason why I wanted to bring you this corner of the booth, especially from a location sound perspective, is that we have our array microphones, and we have several different form factors. There is a circle type, a square type. We even have planar arrays and that sort of thing. And typically these are used in like a conference room application. However, we've been having a lot of outside of the conference room applications, which may be pertinent to location sound. Good examples would be like places you normally can't put microphones, like in a locker room, or maybe like you're doing like a prison show, like where you're inside of a jail or something, and you can't have microphones. It's just not allowed. We've been seeing application and deployment of our array technology in those type of locations. Press conferences, anywhere that you might think about putting a traditional shotgun or microphone or 2 or 3, the array technology is really great. One thing about all of the arrays is that they are PoE, and you plug in an Ethernet cable. It provides power, control, and Dante as well. So you get all the feeds out over Dante. It can be auto mixed. It can be individual lobe settings and all of that. Thinking about applications where you might want to capture just a variety of audio sources, or you're not sure where people might be speaking and you want a little bit of automation of control, keep this in mind, especially if you're already into Dante and you're into that ecosystem. Deploying an array microphone above an audience or something like that is awesome, and it like really simplifies your workflow. You don't have to worry about like XLR cables and adapters. Put this up and you have a lot of command and control. So,
and this, how many capsules are in there?
I don't know the exact number. There are a lot. I can tell you that like there are 8 different lobes, right? And so the lobes can be used all 8 if you wish. You can do 1 lobe, 2, 3, all the way up to 8. They can be automatic, where it just picks up the active speaker. They can also be set in permanently in a position where I want this lobe over here and this lobe over here. Just because it has 8 lobes doesn't really mean that you use them all. Like a lot of times you only use 4 or 2, depending on the application. But for the most part, you can have the ability just to get yourself like an auto mix feed of like what's going on. Or if you really want the individual lobes split up for post production and you have the channels available, then discrete outputs are the way to go.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Basketball, sports, White House press room, like all kinds of applications like outside of the traditional boardroom is really where you should be thinking. And if you haven't checked out our MXA stuff before, and you're doing anything like that, capturing a larger audience, I would recommend it.
Are you going to be at the Gotham Expo in
May?
In May,
right?
perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
I mean,
We'll talk more about it there.
Wait, do you ball?
Oh yeah, doing a little basketball, regulation size, of course.
Yeah,
right?
Ben's a monster.
Yeah, I don't know if this even fits in there, but oh, that's it.
Yep, it's over.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Breaking stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, great. Cool. Well, let's move over to the next. Bill? Can I pass it to you?
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
All right, let's truck on over to the next one. Ben, while we're just gonna read a couple of comments.
Excuse me, guys. We're just gonna
weaving
part
through.
to see here.
So read a couple of comments that are comments.
Excuse us, yeah.
So Chris said that an SLX-D dual channel receiver would be great.
Yes.
So
well, like a portable dual?
Keep it in your...
I will put that in the memory banks as a great... I don't disagree. That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
And then Paul Katzman said that he loves his SLX-D for feeding video assist, voice of God. It's an excellent system to run alongside his main Accent gear. Love, love, love it.
Thank you, Paul. I agree. It's really cool. We make things with a certain intention, but to see how they're actually used out in the field is wonderful. So, yeah, we're very excited about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. And then Tete de Mort from France says, will there be a low cut on the ADX1M?
Ooh, that's a good question. Would you like there to be a low cut on the ADX1M?
I would guess that the implication is yes, that would be
Gotcha.
useful.
Yeah, I'm not sure because normally we just capture the full range of audio and the fidelity, and that's it. So it's not like something that we take off at the transmitter side. We just give you the entire 20 to 20, and then you can do with what you will. But that's a good suggestion. Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah.
So wait, Whitney, because I think we're about to do this.
Oh yeah, Whitney.
Asked to please have Ben plug the WMAS group that Shure is leading.
Oh, absolutely. So, we're going to talk a little bit about WMSA in the next section here, about spectrum alliances and things of that nature. So, yeah, we'll be talking a little bit about that, WMAS and all that kind of stuff. So, yes, And speaking of WMAS, we have the Axion Digital PSM unit here. And I think, we've launched this a few months ago. The reason I wanted to talk about it is that we've been talking openly about upcoming features and such. So we are working on the channel expansion licenses, which we've been talking about, as well as, I think, exciting for location sound users, our point-to-point mode. Axion Digital, in a future firmware update very soon, will be able to speak Axient. So you'll be able to transmit an Axion Digital signal and catch it with either an 84Q, 84D, or the ADX5D portable camera receiver. So long distance point-to-point camera hops or whatever you want to ship audio around your set, that will be part of the ADPSM portfolio very soon.
Cool, rock and roll.
So yeah, that's it. We have our whole, of course, Axient rack line here, ADPSM, channel expansion, new firmware. And that's kind of why I want to bring you by here. But lastly, we want to kind of shift and come over here. We are talking a little bit about the new wireless microphone Spectrum Alliance. So,
and actually, before we get into this, I just want to say that Paul and other people here are agreeing about that they want the low cut on every Axion.
Okay.
And Teta Mort says that if for car rolling, that it would be useful.
Okay, very good. Get rid of some of that low-end rumble and wind noise and that type of thing. I don't disagree. Yeah.
And then here, this isn't it. Oh, okay. So Aldo wants to know if there will be a portable transmitter for the ADX-R anytime soon. I assume they mean the WMAS
That's a great question. Yeah, as of right now, the Axion Digital mode, it will be just from the rack mount transmitter, but it's nice to see that a portable transmitter option would be also welcome. Yeah.
We're back live with Ben from Shure. So a couple of things that that just came in. Really a lot of comments while we were down. So this is this is great.
Oh, good.
This is great. So we talked about the wanting a portable.
The low cut and then the portable transmitter for ADPSM.
Yep,
sure, great suggestions. Yeah.
And then Abraham said that they'd really love to see the new PSM packs be able to tune into Axion handheld and body pack mics.
Correct. Yeah, that would be cool. Yes, something we've heard, and we'll take a look at. I can't make any promises, but I get exactly why. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there we go. And then Mike McFadden said, thank you for the workshop last month for anybody.
Oh, thanks for coming. Yeah, great to meet you. Yeah, again, if you're around next month for the Gotham Expo in May, I should be there. I'd love to see you. Drop on by.
Well, Mike says that there's some basketball courts around the block, so bring your gym shorts.
Oh, yeah, maybe I could use a little practice after that last shot there. Yeah.
And Channel Impossible asked, will there be a quad ADX5D? So an
Another
ADX5Q.
Cool suggestion. Yeah, I mean, that would be a pretty cool thing. Yeah, we're always working on new and exciting things, so we'll see. Yeah.
And yeah, Aldo echoed that sentiment. Wyatt Tuzo, hi Wyatt,
hey, Wyatt.
says that he's going to echo the enabling of PSM receivers to tune into ADX transmission.
Yep.
It would be great to be able to use that with bags and tuning for talent confidence.
Understandable.
And all that. Yeah. And Almanax made a joke. NAB, no actual broadcasts. That's good. All right, and that we're caught up on the comments.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about. Oh, Chris said also that a quad ADX5 would be great, but also hoping for an 8 or 16 channel rack receiver.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's exciting as well. Yeah, more channels in a smaller space. Great suggestions.
All right, channel density in a different way. All right, let's talk about this kind of density.
Sure. So lastly, I really wanted to talk to you all about WMSA, or WMSA, the Wireless Microphone Spectrum Alliance. This is a brand agnostic kind of coalition that Shure founded that is open to everyone. And when I say everyone, I'm talking about individuals, manufacturers alike. And the idea and the whole point of WMSA is to kind of champion for the spectrum rights of wireless microphone users in the United States. And it's free to join. We're not asking for any money. There's really no downside to joining. We want to get everybody involved from the end user level to the mega corporate rental level, and the all the three-letter organizations that do sports, and anybody that wireless microphones is important to join. And you can join at the link here. I don't know if we could put it in the chat, but p.shure.com/WMSA. And sign up there. You'll be entered in and get updates of meetings and regular communications, what we're doing with the FCC and our government, Capitol Hill to kind of show what's important for wireless microphones. And it's only been up for a couple months now, and we've gotten a lot of buy-in, a lot of feedback from major users, major corporations, major sports entities, all of that, and even a lot of individuals like yourself who depend on wireless microphones from any manufacturer to be working, right?
Yeah.
And I will say it's really for the greater good. It's refreshing to work across the aisle with even some of our competitors and understand exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. There's no downside to joining and only good things to come. So please join if you can.
Have you ever had anybody say, well, what about just going hardwire?
That has come up quite a bit. Even some government entities might have joking around a little bit about using a long XLR cable. But yeah, it's obvious, we need wireless to work, not just for location sound, but major sporting events like Super Bowl and others. It's just, it's the nature of the business. Everybody just assumes that it works. I will say, though, recently the FCC put out a press release about the importance of wireless microphones for like major events, not just Super Bowl, but, upcoming in the near future, or relatively near future. We have like, the World Cup, FIFA, and like Olympics, and there are going to be a lot of wireless requirements for that to make those productions go well. Just like Paris went well, we're going to need all the spectrum we can get. So we're here making sure we have a seat at the table, that wireless microphone, our users are banded together, and we want to protect the spectrum that we have left. If we could get more, that'd be great as well. But please don't take any more spectrum from us. This is why it's important. And part of WMSA, like, while we're not asking for monetary donations at this time, in the future we might say, hey, can you come down to DC with us and talk to the FCC, talk to our Congress people about how important wireless microphones are, how you depend on it for your livelihood, and real world examples of people that would be affected if we were affected by another future repack. Yeah.
Got it.
So
I think talking about like the the agnostic kind of for the good of the industry. I think that's always been our kind of philosophy too. That's why we do these videos. That the more people know, and the more empowered they are to make a difference in in their field, the better.
That's right. Yeah, and we want it to be agnostic with a focus on America, like the U.S., because if anything, it'll be us that are potentially affected. I'm not saying that it's on the chopping block tomorrow, but we want to make sure that we're here. And yes, we've had other manufacturers, I'm down. Like, absolutely. This is not like a Shure thing. I mean, we did organize this, but it's not a Shure logo based thing. It's a brand agnostic, user agnostic, manufacturer agnostic. No worries. No worries, man. It's all about that. It's all about just, hey, this is what we have left. We lost a lot already twice now, and we depend on it for our livelihood as manufacturers, as end users, as location sound people. Absolutely. Yeah, it's important to everyone.
Perfect. All right. Well, listen, it's in the chat, so people have the link, p.shure.com/WMSA.
Yes, please. WMSA. Yeah, we have WMSA. It's kind of funny because it's almost like WMAS with it's like an anagram, but like, yes, please sign up if you can to just show that you're involved, that you're committed, that you use wireless microphones from any manufacturer. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me directly if you want to be more involved. And you'll get regular updates on our cadence of meetings and our steering organization and things that we're doing in Washington to make sure that our voices have been heard. Yeah, so it's extremely important.
Great. We have one more comment here. Whitney says that he shares his deepest sympathies, probably one of the most hostile locations to try to get a good signal out of. Oh, he's talking about us. Thank you. Any of us that work in live TV have been in this exact situation. Whitney, thank you so much. Ben, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Yeah. Thanks for Gotham for stopping by, and Peter making it all happen there in a very challenging RF environment, right? Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in May at the Gotham Expo, right? So that'll be fun. We'll hang out and talk more gear, talk more spectrum. So we
Perfect. All right. Look, we're going to be back very shortly with our next vendor. Thank you so much for watching. For more videos like this, go to gothamsound.tv. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram and X and who knows what else by the time you watch this video. Email us at info@gothamsound.com. Gotham Sound, because Gotham needs a real hero.